In a quiet corner of the British Kingdom, a humble village thrives in peace. The air echoes with the rhythmic sound of axes as villagers cut wood from the ancient forests. Life is simple, but the people are hardworking, gathering food from their flocks of sheep, tending to their lands. This island, surrounded by vast waters, seems untouched by war. For now. But across the sea, danger brews. Two great powers rise on the horizon, the fierce Panis and the majestic Byzantines. Mighty and relentless, their empires tower with strength and strategy. The Byzantines, known as the kings of architecture, have built their gleaming city atop a mountain fortified, proud, and nearly impenetrable. Back in the English lands, the villagers desperately search for food and gold, knowing war draws near. The alliance of the Japanese army and Byzantine forces begins its march toward the English kingdom. Their banners flutter like shadows of doom in the wind, but all hope is not lost. The English king, brave and resolute, rallies his small force of elite longbow archers. With courage in their hearts and the high ground on their side, they prepare to defend their lands and their people. The mountain city will become a battlefield, and history will remember who stood and who fell. The Byzantine forces have arrived. They break through the wooden walls like waves crashing upon the shore. Chaos erupts. Villagers scream and scatter, fleeing the storm. The Byzantines breach the outer city. Towers collapse one by one under the crushing weight of the assault. But the defense fights back. Arrows rain from the towers, and English archers fire volley after volley. Forcing the enemy into retreat, but the calm doesn't last. The enemy regroups. A second wave charges forward stronger, faster. This time, the English infantry stands ready. Disciplined men at arms, steadfast spearmen. At the gates, they hold the line, refusing to let the invaders pass, but the Byzantines find a crack. They slip through, and waiting in the shadows of the city are King Magnus and his elite guard, ready to fight to the last breath. Then comes the storm. A massive Byzantine army, endless in number, surges forward like a flood, determined to reduce the mountain city to rubble. But from the high cliffs above, catapults hurl stones, and archers release deadly volleys, turning the cliffs into a fortress of death. Then, a new threat emerges. The Japanese forces charge with terrifying strength and overwhelming. Elite army crashing into the city gates. Some manage to break through, but tower arrows rain down, and in the heart of the city, English infantry clashes with the invaders in a brutal melee. The Japanese are met by lumbermen, crossbowmen, and sheer resistance. Many fall. But the waves don't stop. As the Byzantines press on, they shift strategy, turning their fury to the English countryside. Villages burn. Towers and farms crumble. Villagers cry out as fire consumes everything they built. Yet, the English strike back. English ushers ambush the Japanese reinforcements, but they struggle against the might of Japanese heavy cavalry. Even so, many enemy ushers fall, but the destruction continues. Buildings collapse, the city hall burns, and the villagers flee for their lives. With hope fading, the English make one final decision: they will build a great gate, the last line of defense, the only path to the city's heart. But they are running out of gold in desperation. They send workers outside the walls, protected by hastily built wooden barriers, to dig for precious ore. Meanwhile, the next wave approaches Byzantine men-at-arms and Japanese infantry, relentless and growing in number. Japanese archers unleash volleys, but the English catapults roar back, raining stone upon the invaders. The battlefield trembles under the weight of war. The city suffers, but its defenders stand tall. The towers still fire. The catapults still throw. The archers still aim. The city still breathes, and history will remember.